Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine getting to 65, retirement age for most people. They're thinking about winding down, maybe enjoying the golden years.
Right, taking it easy.
Exactly. Now picture yourself, same age, but you're broke. Like, totally broke. Everything you've worked for, gone.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What would you do? I mean, honestly, most of us would probably think about giving up, right? Throwing in the towel.
Understandably so. It sounds devastating.
But our deep dive today is about a man who didn't just refuse to quit. He started over with basically nothing and built, well, one of the most famous brands on the planet.
It's a truly amazing story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost hard to believe. It sort of flips the whole script on when success is supposed to happen.
Totally. So today we're taking that deep dive into the incredible, sometimes pretty chaotic life of Harland David Sanders.
Better known as Colonel Sanders.
That's the one, the face of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And our mission here is to really pull apart his journey, look for those nuggets of, well, resilience, persistence,
Definitely persistence.
and this powerful idea that, it's genuinely never too late, even when things look impossible, even after, what was it, over 1,000 rejections?
Over 1,000, yeah.
Oh.
The sources are clear on that. It's staggering.
We've got a good stack of sources telling this story, and we're ready to dig in for you.
Yeah, it really makes you question assumptions about success and maybe more importantly, when it can happen. It's like a masterclass in not letting your past dictate your future.
And his beginning was definitely not a predictor of global fame. Harland Sanders started life with real struggle, born in Indiana, 1890. And right off the bat, hardship. His father died when he was just 6 years old.
Wow, that young. That changes everything for a family.
Instantly. His mom had to work, obviously, so young Harland, she had to step up.
And step up he did. He became the caregiver, the cook for his younger siblings.
Yeah, the sources say by age 10, he was already cooking full meals. Bread, veggies, meat, the works.
It's incredible. Forced maturity, really. But you can see how that early responsibility, born from tragedy, kind of forged this independence and, well, a pretty useful skill set later on.
Talk about learning on the job, but that early self-reliance, it didn't exactly lead to instant success. He dropped out of school, 7th grade, I think.
That's right, 7th grade.
And what came next was just, wow, a whole series of false starts and dead ends.
It really was. Our research shows this long list of jobs. Farmhand, streetcar conductor.
Railroad fireman, insurance salesman. He even tried being a lawyer for a bit.
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah.
And the common theme.
Failure, one after another. The sources say each job ended badly, basically. He got fired or it just didn't work out.
It does make you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How often do we let those early bumps, or even a whole string of them, define us?
Absolutely. Most people would look at that record and just give up hope.
Right. So many different paths, all ending in disappointment. Really was far from an auspicious start, just constant struggle. But maybe for him, they weren't failures so much as lessons.
Maybe like an unintentional apprenticeship for something else entirely.
Exactly. And then, after decades of this, something finally starts to click. He's 40 years old.
40, an age when lots of people are already settled.
Right. And he finds himself running a little service station, Corbin, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And this is where it all kind of begins. Unexpectedly.
It seems almost accidental the way it started. He needed extra cash, right?
Yeah, pure necessity. He was running the station. Travelers were coming through on US Route 25. So he thought, why not feed them?
Started serving meals right there. Simple stuff. Fried chicken, country ham, biscuits.
Home cooking.
Yeah.
And it wasn't some grand strategy. It was just, trying to make ends meet. An accidental innovation, really.
But people went crazy for it. His cooking was apparently amazing.
Oh, yeah. Word spread fast.
Uh,
People started going out of their way to eat at Sanders Cafe.
and this wasn't just about serving food. This is where he nailed that recipe, isn't it? The famous one.
This is it. Our sources confirmed this is where he perfected the secret blend. The 11 herbs and spices.
A taste nobody had quite experienced before. That was key.
Absolutely key. And the pressure cooker. He was one of the first to use a commercial pressure fryer. Cooked the chicken way faster, kept it juicy inside, but still got that perfect crispy skin.
A real game changer for serving customers quickly.
Totally. And his little place started booming. He even added a motel, it seemed like, finally, after all that struggle.
He'd made it, right? Decades of trying, and now success. He's in his 40s, maybe 50s by now. Business is good.
You'd think that was the happy ending. Smooth sailing from there.
But nope. Life threw another massive curveball, a really brutal one.
Yeah, this part is tough. The early 1950s, they built a new highway. Interstate 75.
And it completely bypasses his place in Corbin, just cuts off the traffic.
Overnight, basically.
Oh.
His customer base, the lifeblood of the business, just vanished.
Gone. And his thriving business, it just collapsed. Totally collapsed.
Imagine that feeling. Everything you built just wiped out by something completely outside your control.
And now he's 65 years old, retirement age. And he's broke again. Worse than before, maybe.
Left with pretty much nothing. Just his Social Security check, which was what, about $105 a month?
$105 to live on. It's just bleak.
Incredibly bleak. It really forces you to think about resilience, doesn't it? Losing it all when you're supposed to be winding down.
What does that even do to your mindset? Most people would just stop, concede defeat, feel the weight of it all.
You'd think so. But this is where the Colonel Sanders legend really takes off. Because he's 65, he's broke.
And he flat out refuses to quit. Just refuses. He's not just starting over. He's starting from less than zero, almost, with just an idea.
Well, an idea and two things. His trusty pressure cooker.
Right, the one he perfected the method with.
And that secret recipe. The 11 herbs and spices, that was literally all he had.
His entire business plan in a bag of spices and a piece of equipment.
And he makes this just defiant choice. Forget retirement. He's going to hit the road.
Travel across America, knocking on restaurant doors, one by one.
Trying to sell them his chicken concept.
He'd cook for them, right. Let them taste it.
Yeah.
Then pitch this new idea, franchising.
But not asking for big money up front. His deal was pretty simple. A nickel. A nickel for every piece of his chicken they sold using his recipe and method.
A handshake deal, basically. And the reaction.
Rejection. Constant rejection. Our sources emphasize this over 1,000 times.
1,000 no's! Can you even wrap your head around that? People laughed at him, told him he was crazy.
Some apparently just threw him out. Imagine being 65, driving around, sleeping in your car sometimes, facing that day after day.
What kind of belief do you need to keep going after rejection number 500, let alone number 1,000?
It's extraordinary self-belief. Or maybe desperation mixed with this unshakable faith in his product. Maybe those early hardships, that lifetime of getting knocked down and getting back up.
Yeah.
Maybe it forged something in him.
What?
This ability to see no, not as a final answer, but just another step. He knew his chicken was good. He knew it was special.
He just needed someone else to see it too. And as the accounts say, the Colonel never stopped.
Never stopped.
Yep.
And eventually, finally, someone said yes.
Pete Harmon, right, in Utah, Salt Lake City.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
He took a chance. And then another owner said yes. And then another.
Slowly, it started to catch on. This amazing fried chicken from this persistent old guy in a white suit.
The momentum started to build. It wasn't just the chicken, though. His franchising model was actually quite smart for the time.
How so?
Well, he wasn't just handing over a recipe. He provided the whole system. Training, quality control for the spices, even the branding started to take shape then. The red and white stripes, the bucket.
Ah, okay, so it's a package deal, made it easier for restaurants to adopt.
Exactly. It gave him a proven product and a way to sell it. That was key to scaling it.
And scale it did. By the early 1960s, barely 10 years after he was broke, KFC was booming. Hundreds of franchises across the U.S.
It's an incredible turnaround. Just astonishing speed, really.
And then, at 74 years old,
yeah,
he sells the company.
Yep, in 1964. Sold it to investors for $2 million.
$2 million? Back then, that was a fortune. A true rags-to-riches ending.
It was. But interestingly, he didn't just ride off into the sunset.
No. He stayed on as the face, didn't he? The ambassador.
Absolutely. He was KFC. The white suit, the goatee, the string tie. That whole persona became the global symbol. He traveled constantly, did commercials, visited franchises, making sure the quality was right.
His personal brand became inseparable from the company.
Completely. And that really cemented KFC's identity and helped fuel its massive global expansion, which continues today, of course. KFC is in over 150 countries now.
Millions eating his chicken every single day, all because a 65-year-old guy refused to give up.
What a legacy. Built on a recipe and just sheer unbelievable willpower.
It's such powerful proof, isn't it, that it is genuinely never too late. Forget the timeline society tells you about.
Absolutely. He failed, lost everything, started again when most people are quitting, and built an empire.
It just shows age really is just a number. And persistence, man, that sheer grit can turn the worst situation into something huge.
It's a masterclass, like we said.
Yeah.
Resilience, having that vision, and just not listening when people tell you it's impossible or your time's up.
Often the biggest hurdle isn't the outside world, it's that voice inside telling you to stop.
He clearly didn't listen to that voice. He knew what he had, and he believed someone would want it eventually.
So it really makes you think, if you, listening right now, have ever felt like giving up on something.
Or it felt like you missed your chance, you're too old, had too many setbacks.
Yeah. Remember the kernel. And maybe ask yourself this question. What dream, what goal are you maybe holding back on just because you think the time isn't right or because you've hit a few roadblocks?
Or maybe even 1,000 roadblocks.
Exactly. His story suggests maybe the biggest success is waiting just past that point where everyone else quits.